all of my viewers and my YouTube family member. It's Construction Brother here at it one more day. So today mission, I'm not on the site. I'm on a little road trip today. I'm going to drive to St. Thomas because it's the first I'm recording from the hurricane, because like from about two days before the hurricane, Sunday, 2 days before the hurricane, power go out, internet go out. So the first me I take up the camera right now from that time. So basically what I'm doing, I'm heading to St. Thomas. So I'm just driving and recording, see what the damage was done in East Portland, because in this part we don't get plenty damage. Unfortunately, we don't get plenty damage. I want to take this time out to say really my condolence to all the family that lost their life over this hurricane. I'm seeing this in Jamaica category 5 hurricane Itland. My first hurricane was Gilbert, and the experience was a nice experience to me because I was small and never understand how hurricane were, but we get so much hurricane from that. But unfortunately, the one last year hit down the west end of the island, and the same thing happened now. So I'm just checking out the east and see what's the progress. So I'm going to just keep you all updated so we go along this journey. So come along and watch the process. We are so fortunate up this end of the island. Right now I'm standing at Fair Prospect Primary School, and everything intact, the roof, everything intact. So this is a blessing. As I said, this end of the island, we are so blessed. So basically right now we just mean like the farms and get really damaged. This is how what tree left standing. This is how everything looking. So all of the building them are intact. Giving God thanks for that. But the person them down the western end of the island, they are not so fortunate like us. So we have to give God thanks. So we know as Jamaican, we just have to give a helping hand and try to support each one, help one. So basically we can't sit back, we have to go do whatever we can do, no matter how small it might be. So basically the road improvement recently done. I'm just checking the infrastructure and everything looking nicely, well intact. So just like few little areas I'm seeing right now, like this little area like this, now it sink. So basically it's like a issue, and might be never compact properly, but overall the road looking good. So I'll keep you all updated while me go on this journey. So come along and watch the process. As I'm seeing now, everything well intact. All the buildings, everything are well intact. As I said, just the farm. Health center. The health center is over here. Fair Prospect Health Center. It's well intact. So where I'm heading now, I'm heading to Long Bay region. So we are really blessed over this side. Wow, that farm had greenhouse over there, flow down over this little farm over here. The planting and those type of stuff flow down. saved us right now is since Gilbert 1988. The construction code changed in Jamaica and we start to build our buildings much stronger. So that's what saved us now, and we start have plenty slab roof. So basically right now, so this hardware over here at the foot, so up this road bring us to Fair Prospect. I'm gonna make a little turn and we'll go up there and we'll get a little look at the school. So Fair Prospect School is up on this road. So we're passing the sign there. So this high school up here was my past school. We have to drive up this little alley here to get to the school. If the footage kinda a little bit shaky, kinda stay with me because I'm driving and recording at the same time. So I reach Fair Prospect High School now. I'm going over on the school compound to take a little look. The only good thing about this high school here, it's slab roof. And see, we have our historical site here, this tower. So this was a lighthouse. This was a lighthouse back in the days. So I'm not sure how this used to function, if it was a lookout point. Supposed to be a lookout point where them stay and can spot ship out at sea. The good thing about this high school, it's slab roof. So once it's slab roof, then everything will be alright, and you know, school can reopen. It's been a while since I'm up here. Years. But overall, little touch up need for going up here, and little zinc and change. But basically, we don't really see any damage from the storm. So we have like piece of zinc on the ground up here, and the whole place need to get a little clean up and all of that. But overall, the school open, it's no big deal. So everything looking intact right here right now. But basically I don't see anybody yet. So basically I see one gentleman. I could talk to him over here. As I say, everything still intact. This is how the whole compound looking. So right now what I'm seeing now, like these little alley here, these little corridor. Like these little corridor. So you can walk from one building to the next side, go to your classroom, you normally cover under here. So like these here, what I'm seeing right now, the hurricane damage. So all of these I have to go repair back. So the zinc them scatter all over the place. But overall, the school is still intact. School is still intact right now. I just little painting me see right now, really want to upgrade and like the grills and all of those things, because we don't see much change from the last time I was up here, even though I years, but everything still intact same way. I just the school want little infrastructure upgrade and painting and all of that. So on this wall here, the Fair Prospect High School here, they have them core values. I like how them have it. Safety first, take responsibility, always work together, respect yourself and others. And so respect yourself and others, and and the school property. Strive to do your best. Yes, that's what everybody coming to a high school should do. Strive to do them best. So yeah, this wall here, Fair Prospect High School stars. So stars mean safety first, take responsibility, always work together, respect yourself and others and school property, and strive to do your best. So I'm leaving out now, and this are the wall with the eras them, quarter farm. So overall, school just need little infrastructure improvement, but overall the school is still intact. So I'm heading out now to catch you all on the road. And all of these here is close by the sea, so you can realize this area get a beating. Look on all the trees over here. Look on the trees them over here. All of them get a serious beating by the storm. But overall, as far as me can notice, all the houses are still intact. And the gate, everything still intact, because on a normal school day, and keep this gate closed. So the person them have to sell the kids them through the wall or over. So we have a shortcut up by the road up here, so we can go through and go down to Long Bay. But I'm going to go back down the road because I want to see how that direction look. So far over there is the sea and Long Bay is down there. I'm going to turn and go back down the road because I want to see everything on the road getting into Long Bay. Yes, I'm passing through Long Bay region, you know. I want to big up JPS and then team then doing a marvelous job, even though we not get any power as yet, because all of these light poles was in the road. All of these, them have them wire stuff on the ground, them working. All of these four light poles was in the road, because we come up here the other day and turn down a Long Bay, but at the first we come out with the camera. So basically in a 3 days now, see them change all of these light poles, put back the high tension wire up. So right now them doing a tremendous job, but we know it's a process. So they are going through on all the areas that are severely affected. Those areas we know definitely now get back no power right now, but them have got through, and the areas we now affected that bad we can get power. So restoration of light, the process is going on, but it's not going to be just like that, because you know them have to check all the system, everything island wide. So basically the work is very hard, because they heard that the main power line will come through the hills from Kingston, come through St. Mary, come to Port Antonio to the substation that get damaged. So all of that them have to service all of that. So but the process coming on nicely still. So I'm in the region now, Long Bay region. So this little stall here on the roadside, you can notice how the storm hit down that flat. So because this area is really a sea area, but overall the building them looking up good, because building them holding up. So I'm just driving through, and the sea right now, the sea calm right down back, like as if we never have a storm. Look on the sea, guys. Look on the sea, how the sea nice and calm. 4 days after the storm, it look like a storm never passed through here. But the only good thing about it, all the houses in this region built strong and slab roof. So basically, since Gilbert, you have plenty persons start to slab their roof. That's what's saving most of us now whenever we get a storm. Slab roof. So look on this little region over here where them have this little like this little Airbnb, little apartment like slab roof, because it's right on the seafront. So going forward, I'm suggesting if the person don't like concrete roof, because concrete roof normally hot, so you slab it normally higher, like a 10 or 11 feet, and then you can put like the track and stud and you sheet rack it, so you get a ceiling for more lower, and you put like pipes through it so air can flow, and you put mesh over it, like a 4-inch pipe at interval or 3-inch, and you mesh it properly so no bats or rodent or stuff like that can live inside your ceiling, but the cool air can flow through and the hot air release. So the way going forward, if you don't really want your whole house to slab, if even a room and a bathroom or whatever, fix an area that if you get a storm, you can have an area where you're safe. And the next tip I'm giving now, anybody watching my channel, if you're building a house in a low flood area, ensure so your foundation well elevated than the norm. It's best if you climb up a step and go in your house, then you build it lower. As the rain due, you flood out. But even though this is a storm and the storm stay in one area so long, when the time the storm go down to about a mile per hour, so the volume of water, we have like 6 feet of water. Some areas have 10 feet of water. So basically we weren't planning for that. So but going forward and building house, always ensure that your foundation well elevated. Even though we can't really prepare for a storm, but there are certain building codes, so you just build. So this gas station up here look like it's still closed from the storm. So you have certain building code to follow. So you ensure you put in your J-bolts before your roof. Then you ensure you put on your hurricane strap, because when a storm I go lift off a roof, it normally want a weak point to start from. Even though you don't care how you build it strong, if a real storm come, you still are going to have problem. So you just have to do the right thing and try build to the building codes, and whatever you're doing, only your best is good enough. Even though we can't predict Mother Nature. So overall the place looking nice with the recovery process. You can see that the sea was on the road out here. See all of the road line with the sea sand in the Long Bay region. But all of the building them were close to the sea. All the roof and everything holding up nicely. So I'm just going through Long Bay now. It's the same look all the way. All of the houses them. But basically all we get up here is just some strong force wind, but we don't get as bad as how the areas them way the eye impact. So look over here, look on this field here, this planting field. Because even though we never get the 180 yard, 170 yard mile per hour wind, we still get strong wind up here because this is the sea coast. So passing Long Bay post office, and you see it right in the sea, slab top. Some persons say they don't like concrete roof, but I'm thinking this is the way to go forward based on all the storm what we get in. So to be on the safe side, it's best if you have a little area with the slab roof. Just ensure that it's steel up properly, the proper batching of concrete, so no leaking, and then the roofing component so it's well waterproof. While coming on the road here now, so I reach at this point and call this region Seminole Corner. So right now this is the first area I'm noticing that we did have a little roadblock, so you can notice that then clear it. So cleaning up process is going on nicely. You can see this little roadblock here, and cut down the trees and clear this region nicely, so we can have a flow of traffic coming on. So this is a point that I see recently so severe work done here. So I'm just driving through and noticing all of the areas, so we'll keep you all updated, so come along. As I said, sorry about it, this footage might be a bit shaky because I'm driving and recording, and I'm driving a standard vehicle, so maybe change gears and all of that. So this region I call it Seminole. Basically it's a deep gully. So my them was saying if you go over the cliff, them are going to see you no more. So that's why I get it named Seminole. Manchineel now, and see the school, Manchineel All-Age School, and see the school well intact. So that's what I'm talking about from morning. Whenever you have a concrete roof, it's low maintenance, and whenever you have a storm, you survive it out. But even though we not get affected much up here, we still have to give God thanks. But when you have a concrete roof and put down on the level of how person normally worry whenever a storm coming, most Jamaicans now, when them building their house, them have a little area but then still have the top. So far, this little house over there is the first house that I'm seeing without roof right now, and see, these people in this region have sandbag everything on their roof. So far one little house I'm seeing right now without a roof, and I'm going through the district of Manchineel. This little community here, Manchineel, it's a fishing village. So when I reach up, I'm going to look how the fishing village look. So come along. So this is a fishing village, and look where we have boat. Boat is up here like on the roadside. On the roadside we have boat. That little small fishing village here. So all the fruit trees, breadfruit tree them in this region get blown down. But overall all the buildings them are still intact. So this is how it's looking up here. So everybody going through the recovery process. So see, we have boat on this side of the road up here. So everything looking back to normal. See, boat them start to put the boat them in the sea and all of that. Everything coming back to normal up here. Boats are back in the sea. Just going through the recovery process. Persons repairing their shop and all of that. Boats are on the opposite side of the road. So overall, fishing village, few persons lose their roof. But it's not bad compared to down the western end of the island. So the community is without current as is the island, where the gas station, everything up because I refurbished it recently, and I'm noticing on the roof the things are properly screwed down. So this is the Mansion Hill police station. Everything looking well intact. As we said, I'm in construction for 28 years, and as we just on a key point, I realize the station top, the zinc, what them put on it, properly screwed down, looking like 3-inch roof screw. So those zinc come with, you use a fillets. The fillets about inch and a half high, and then so at interval them screw it down properly, so that when you use zinc nail and put on a roof, so if the strong force of wind come and like penetrate like the lower end of the zinc, where we call the zinc tail, hard force wind, it's easier for the nail to pull out than the screw. So this region is ridge fall. And basically, as I'm looking, everything intact. Yeah, back to what I'm saying. It's when you use the zinc nail and the strong force of wind from the zinc nail can just release and the zinc tear off. While if you use the screw and screw down the zinc with the fillets underneath it, that's the right process. So when strong force of wind hit that zinc, it can withstand it. So even the regular zinc what we use in Jamaica, like the ordinary profile of zinc, you still can use zinc screw and screw down that with a fillet underneath it, because you have person who's still using the zinc nail metal with the fillets, or some person nail it without the fillets. But you can use the roof screw. And even if a person, when I'm working with client and we put in on zinc, I always tell them, yes, the first row of zinc down on the zinc tail, I like use the roof screw, and then even the capping as well, I like use the roof screw. Because you have person who, like say for instance, you're putting on a 12-foot roof, then we use like a 7-foot and a 6-foot, so you can get overlap, right? So those area, no, I would have prefer just use a 12-foot zinc and it goes straight up to the cap, and then you put the zinc screw. Some clients, me tell them, and them willing to buy it because you know the screw cheap, the screw expensive than the zinc nail. So normally when person just using the zinc nail, it's just a cheaper way them a go, or sometimes the trade person don't really understand. But when you're doing those type of stuff, it's best if you do it to the best of your ability, and then I saw one client can recommend you to a next one. I mean, a region now them call Long Road, it's the same thing all the way right through. Person sitting down on the road, because as we say, no electricity, but all the houses they are intact. Every house, as we can notice, every house intact. Just like the farming areas, just only the farming areas we notice all banana plantain tree down. But driving through every community, persons normally on the road, because no electricity, so person get around anywhere. Them have a point where they can charge them phone and play a little domino, keep themselves entertained. As we say, the road improvement we go on recently, the road is in a good condition. You have like a fine-tuned bits and there we're supposed to start out, but overall it's looking much better than how it used to be. And this is Long Road after we leave Mansion Hill. So the next area we're going to go in is Happy Grove. That's in Hector's River. And then once we clear that, we go across the border and we in St. Thomas. But overall, what I'm seeing on every side. We don't really see much damage, it's just the farm and the fruit trees. We are in Hectors River region now, but I'm looking and I can glimpse the school from way behind. So we have the welcome, we have the Hectors River sign here. The school is up that direction, and what I'm seeing basically, the school is well intact because it's a slab roof, and them recently did construction on the roof, so the school is well intact. Basically the school compound them close it up, so alright, that white and purple building up there, that's Apple Grove High School, and it's mostly concrete slab roof and it look well intact, so we are fortunate over this end. So I'm heading further up now. So the entry point is here and the school well intact. I'm on a road trip today. I'm heading to St. Thomas, so I just drive a little more and then cross the border into St. Thomas. And as we say, we are well blessed up at this end. We are well blessed. So we have a house top up here full of crows. Look on this house top up here, full of crows. From a small, past this region, this house top ever full of crows. So we have four on the house top right now. So we don't understand why them always they on that house top. And this here is Seaside Early Childhood Center. So it's like a little basic school that this region, and the playfield over here where Apple Grove football team, when them in the DeCosta Cup, them play them football, are going Carter Park in Port Antonio. Community drive going so far, have groups of people on the roadside charging their phone at point and just grouping up, sitting down, chatting. See persons even having a drink on the roadside, even though we just passed through the storm and find a way to get together. And I'm still not seeing only one little small house. I see so far without roof on it. So we are blessed in the east. So I'm passing a little area, I know them called Under the Rock. This little region like a little beach, so them normally keep party and those type of stuff. Passing sign here, welcome to St. Thomas. So as of this moment I will cross this bridge, I'm in St. Thomas now. We'll cross the border now, and this lake has across the border coming into St. Thomas. This road was finished all the way through and paved nicely, so I'm not sure, but this is how it's looking. I'm not sure why them dug out back this region, so basically my feet never compact properly, so them dig out back this region and I'm gonna repave it. come back and dig them out back and I go pave them over. So the road work are going up at this region. Just them organizing to pave out, to pave back this region. So I'm not sure what went wrong. The work going on. That's so much air. Wow. This region as well. Like then it have some issue underneath it because last year I drive and all of these road and go through nicely. And so then come and dig them out back and I do them back over. As we say, oh, then get it right this time. Just some little small areas, see them have like a small mine here. I'm not sure what went wrong. And realize all the light poles over this region intact because this area is a little bit off from the sea. This little community here, them called Fire, and as you can see, everything intact nicely, same way. So what we can really realize, debris on the road. That's all I see for up here. Debris on the road. All the light poles are intact, same way. The only thing I like is just like the palm, but them leave like that, so over time the soil erosion I go always come on the road. But overall, over here, everything look intact. All of the houses, everything intact. Oh, just one small shop to see up here without a roof over that region. So entering into St. Thomas, just one little small shop to see without roof. This little community then call it Strokes Hall. This hill where I'm going down in call it Wild. Them doing this like a road construction. What I like about this construction is this wall where them build all along the roadway, so this can keep the persons them who live down on the lower part of the road safe, and even if a motor vehicle get out of control, God forbid, it can stay up on the road. This school up here look well intact. It's Amity Hall Primary School, and this bridge where them do recently actually get it first. There's a heavy water, basically the water low right now, but at least the storm force pass through. As you can see right now, this end of the road get dig up. You can realize that the water get under the road. This region at the crossroad right now, and this is the most damage I see so far. So that we're at the crossroad. This region turn to Roland's Field Bath. So notice, this is what I'm noticing now. So the road kind of get like undermined for the water. Dig out the side here. The water dig out the side areas. Look at this big pond. So basically, they mall the road. Yes, they mall the road, come back it, aisle it and get on the Barber Green. So this is is what I'm seeing right now. You can notice that we did have plenty. You can notice that we did have flood out of this region. So you can see at here as the water was going on under the road. But basically, that simple fix comparing house blow down and all of that. But overall, I just 2 houses so far while I'm on this little road trip where really get damaged without the roof. But overall, everything intact. So I'm heading to Growland Grove now. So I'm heading to Growland Grove now. We have this next little area in the road. You can realize we have this drain here, and the drain actually full of water right now, and the rain not falling. So if you realize right at this region here, it's like the water was getting under the road. So the water that was getting under the road here, so notice how the Barber Green look. So you can see that the water go under the road. So basically the mall underneath it gets soft, so they have to go dig out this region and patch it back. Blessings. So basically all of the areas them, when you see them dug out on the road, they look like the same thing like this happen. Because basically the over here, the water not really have nowhere to run off. So in this time you can see over this region full up, and the ponding that was going on, so the water just soak underneath the road, so it come all the way through. So this is how it's looking. So all of these surface, them have to go dig it out and repave it, remall it and compact it and repave it. We're in Growland Grove now, we're passing through Growland Grove. So everything looking intact. So person eating up on the roadside doing their business. All the business are intact. So the same condition with the road. So the whole of that stretch of the road down there mash up. Gas station still functioning. Gas station have business going on same way. So just like the road right now. So we just passed Growland Grove police station. Vendors on the roadside going about doing their business. So everything coming back to normal. So the days go by. So people just go through the recovery process right now. The storm passed already. They're building over there with all the zinc them gone, so I'm not sure if the storm did that or that go on before. But just really the road missing in this region will get affected, but all the houses that I'm seeing so far are well intact, and realize that the community is coming on together because business reopen, the gas station a function. So this is a good look on this side of the island. First I'm coming up here since the hurricane. So Chinese them up here. Put in a bridge up at this region. Detour and go on this road. Come all the way around on this little road around here. drive going to town to get signal on the phone. That's how bad it is. And over here, them well fortunate, so them have reception and phone. But even though 4 days after the storm, the Chinese men is still out on the road doing their everything over this end. It's now sweet because out of power. When we reach Outrun and Port Moran, in Port Moran now, and this is a little village down on the sea coast, and everything look normal. Every houses are intact same way, so basically I get no damage up here. As far as I'm driving and assessing is just 2 hours missing. 2 little small structure for last year roof, but overall it's just fruit trees, just like fruit trees and those type of stuff as far as you can. So all of the small ones, they are here, everything intact. Then move off, then boat, then I think preparation. Right now this here is a flooding here. You can see over that yard over there of water. And road line here, if you pass over in this yard, right now all of that yard flooded out. And this one over here is driving flooding here. Everything intact here still. Alright, let's put down now. Road construction. Yes, we can up and run this town here. This region. It's a flood here. We're gonna elevate this road right now. Then drainage system. We have drainage system through Port Moran here. So as far as you can look, go up the road here, you realize this region flood out. Look on that. Look on that guys. There's the water on the ground all of this region. So this is a flood here. Then doing road construction. Then do the drainage. Then do the drainage right now and elevate this here. So over time then dump and when it kind of set out and run it down more. So basically they still have a next, about the next foot to go up right now because it goes here in the water, supposed to get the water off the road. under it. So in a these yard, as soon as the water, the rain fall, all of the water run off in it. So you don't really see any damage in Port Morant. So far, every house still intact. Every house intact over here. So realize work construction of one over here. See what I mean? Like, they are clean out all the drain. Realize these drain, they build it and then come and just drop in these little area and just join them up. So this is a quick drain process. So construction going on, work construction going on here. Let's stop and give you all a little look into here. You know construction, brother, work. Once you see little construction, you have to come out. So if you realize how them do this drain, them build it, them have an area out in yes, I mean Hardy Crossing, where them have them site. So out of that region now, them just build them, they have a weed pole and everything, and then just come over here and drop them in. So you can realize that them are having a big drain cleaning operation right now. Having a big, you realize even all the weed poles them are rare. Look on that, I'll go up closer and give you all a look. See this weed pole down here working. So this take all the water off of the land. So right now the drain full of water. The construction going on. See the Chinese and then team over here. So overall this part of the drain is coming on nicely. I'm not sure how this water will come out because over the next land across the road wet. So I'm not sure how the volume of water will go. But just to keep you all posted. So see that tiny rock here. Heading on this Prospect Housing is right here. Look how small stuff on this scheme. I'm back on the road now and I realize they are fortunate over in St. Thomas here because they have electricity over here, so that's a plus, that's a hope. So as soon as they get everything sorted out, hope we can get light over Portland. So this is still good look over this side because we don't see any damage and all the light poles are intact and them have electricity, so that's a good news from on this side. I'm still on my journey because I'm heading to Morant Bay. We're heading in Morant Bay now. So we pass the sign there, Morant Bay sign. Pass even the hospital out the road there, out the light. Princess Margaret Hospital, everything was intact, but I wasn't recording. We're heading in Morant Bay down as no problem over here so far. Look at the sea. You can see the sea. Still dirty. Look at the sea. Still dirty. From the rain. Coastline. Looking alright. Every building. Roof intact. Like I said, from Gilbert, from 1998, our construction code change and we start being more stronger and more smart. So only thing we can see, like this little building over here, I see little zinc come off at the top, but overall the town in a good condition. And them have electricity over here. Wow, a long line. I wonder if that line is supposed to go to the Western Union. I guess that line out there is a Western Union line. So storm just passed. People have their love and a brother send my little to you. Come give them for help out. You know the thing go. So if you're watching reach this far, remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. It's very important. Our construction brother there on the road today. About a machine shop. Just I give you all a little look. It's down on the sea coast. Everything nice. I just leave them. See all the boats, them everything intact. So this road is just like a little bypass alongside Mark Bay town. So this road will go up that direction, can bring you where that car just turned, can bring you back in the town. So if we continue this road, if we go straight, we can go all the way to Yalas, those places till we reach Kingston. But if we turn right out at the roundabout, I go ahead, can go Seafoot, Trinityville, Whitehall, Canvas Pen, those places, and see everything look normal over here. Gas station a function, you know, from a town have electricity, everything. So, and them have internet over here as well. So unfortunately, over our side we don't have no electricity, but and no internet, but we're still grateful. And all watching this video, if it's a time you have to reach out to your loved one, if you don't reach out to them in those areas where get affected, reach out to them. You know, sure it will work out if phone or work, but find a way, give them whatever assistance you all can give them, because right now Monday week I think I want to go that side, I want to go on the ground, go get a look, see everything where I go and see. Anyway, me and my team can assist. So we reach at the roundabout and get a nice roundabout recently. See Serge Island, Seafoot, and this direction Yalas and Kingston. So I'm gonna turn out here. I'm not going in the roundabout, because where I'm going, so this is a nice roundabout. Welcome to Maracay. Look at it. Where I'm going now, I'm just turning right here. I'm gonna reach the machine shop. So this is it for now.